Hello, my name is Alex Olzak and I'll be presenting our motor learning project. As a group, we decided to choose punting a soccer ball as our motor skill, and this is typically a task only performed by goalkeepers in soccer because they're the only players that are allowed to use their hands. Now, the skill requires you to drop the ball from your usually about waist height and meet the ball as it hits the ground with your swinging foot, causing the ball to travel forward. Now, we practice 3 times a week, either in the gym or on the turf, weather permitting, and the only equipment really required for practice was a soccer ball. Now, on the days of testing sessions, we would try to get on the turf if possible, because we would use the hash marks to record the distance traveled forward. And we only really measured distance traveled forward as our measure of performance. Now let's meet our participants. First we have Ryan Snow, varsity wrestler here at Brockport. Next we have Jake Vasily, former varsity soccer and basketball player here at Brockport. And last we have Alex Olzak, current club soccer player. All 3 participants self-proclaim having very little experience punting a soccer ball.
Nope.
Now let's take a look into training day session 1. First we have Jake.
Yo.
Now we have Ryan. And as you can see, there's now lots of degrees of freedom in these punts. Lots of freezing of limbs, and it just does not look fluid. Here we can see the results of their training session, taking the best punt from each training session and recording them over time. And here we have a graph illustrating their progress, and then the retention after the 1-week break taken in between the 12th and 13th session. As you can see, the predictions made by our participants before the first training session were not met. Here's footage of our last session. As you can see, there's definitely more degrees of freedom in the process.
Go.
Now let's take a look and talk to some of our players after the training session.
This project, I thought we did a very good job. Me especially. I thought I did all right the first couple times we were doing, and then continually got better. Towards the end, like right now, I'm feeling good punting it, setting my leg back, following through, punting about 50 yards, so we're looking good.
All right, so I think our project went very well as well. I never really punted a soccer ball until this project. Started off about 30, 35 yards. Progressively got a little bit better up to about 40 yards. Took a break, came back, and now, I don't know, it might be because it's raining. I punted about 15, 20 yards. So not very impressed with myself, but overall, I'm glad.
Overall, I think the project went well. Found some self-improvement. I mean, weather conditions on the last day weren't ideal, a little wet out there, but made it work. Definitely felt my degrees of freedom were a little more improvement as we progressed through the training. And I've had some experience with kicking a soccer ball, but never punting. So it was a new task for me, something I learned and hopefully can keep improving on.